Let's rewind to around a year ago this time.
Yeah.
This is when you were in Greece auditioning for Mamma Mia. Did you ever believe that you were going to be here now?
No. No, genuinely, even before getting on the show, I remember just thinking, like, just try and get through to the next round, and then when eventually I ended up on the TV show and in Greece, I remember just thinking there's no point in thinking too far ahead because I might not get there. So I was like, I'll just think about what's coming next and how to get to the next week and just do my best with what I was doing there and then. I would go back in a heartbeat and I would do it all over again, and I would do it like every single day. I had such a good time with everyone that was there, with the rest of the people that were in the competition with me and everyone that was looking after us. Like, it's probably the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
But we did see you grow and grow each week, and then we got to that live final. What was that like, knowing that was being televised? You're on stage at the Novello Theatre. I mean, I just can't imagine.
Oh, it was petrifying.
You didn't show it though?
I was really nervous, and I knew obviously that my dad and my gran were in the audience and my sister, and I can be quite an emotional person, and it was really hard for me to stop myself from trying, but I did. I managed to, and yeah, I did it, but I don't know how.
When you were wee Stevie, going to dance school, was this always your dream?
Actually, I would say that my sister was more of an actor when we were younger. I just followed whatever she did, to be honest. I did a lot of dancing when I was younger, but it wasn't like technical training. I didn't do ballet or anything like that. It wasn't until I got into high school and I went to Knightsbridge Secondary School and I had the Dance School of Scotland was a part of it, and I did a school show. I was like, this is amazing, like, I love this.
Tell me about first night, opening night. Mamma Mia, so loved by everyone, and all eyes are on you. What was it like?
Do you know, the only person from my family that was there was my dad, and I'm so glad, because it was almost as nerve-wracking as the final was. The final was nerve-wracking because it was a live performance that wasn't just for an audience, it was being filmed, and that was scary. And people had to vote to decide whether they wanted me to be part of this show, which was crazy. There was that added pressure, but the actual first night, I think, was petrifying because I felt like I had something to prove. They've picked me now and I have to be good because they wanted me, and now I need to show them that they picked the right person.
Does it feel like this is where you're meant to be? Does it feel like home?
It does feel like home. I'm over 100 performances in now, which is crazy.
Wow. And
it just feels like every time I do it, it just feels normal to me now, and it feels like, natural to me now, which is, and it means I can have so much more fun with it as well, because it's so much more, I'm so much more relaxed. The cast were so amazing when we joined. They were so welcoming, and it was just a genuinely really nice experience to come into, and a really lovely cast and creative team, and it was just lovely.
Did you watch the show?
Yes. Yeah, we did. We were genuinely curious because we didn't know anything, just like the public. So we were genuinely curious to be like, who is going to be our next Sophie and Sky? And it was nice to see their journey as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was really nice to see everybody's interpretations of Sophie and Sky and being able to get a glimpse of who could be joining the cast. It was really exciting for us all.
We've got our gorgeous Scottish Stevie sharing a dressing room with you girls. A very cosy dressing room.
Yes, it's lovely. I love the fact that it's just the three of us in here. It's like a little unit.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is very cozy, so we've got to know each other really, really well.
You spoke so beautifully about your mum on the show and how much she had influenced you and how much she loved your singing. And what do you think she would make of this?
Oh, I think she would have watched it about 20 times by now. Actually, do you know what? I've done 100 and something performances. She probably would have been here for 100 and something performances. She'd have moved to London by now, probably. My mum was my biggest supporter. My mum had such a loud voice. Like me, if she was in the audience, I would have heard her every single time. So she would have been screaming and probably singing along when you're not really meant to, but she would have been singing along, and she would have. And she would have been shouting from the rooftops about me.
This comes to an end in October.
Yes.
Where are we going to see Stevie next?
Hopefully, some sort of film and TV job would be lovely. I love musical theatre, and I will always come back to musical theatre. And I'd love to do a movie musical. Any film musical would be, that's like ultimate dream,